What's up, guys? Um, is there anyone watching? There's one viewer. What's up? As always, we like it whenever there's a viewer. Nothing else. I just like it when. But anyway, today, what we're going to do is discuss how how do magic links do we implement them, and basically how are they useful? Why do we use them? Hi, Mia. What's up? And okay. Hmm. So let's see if we have Rails because there's a shop and we don't. Do we have Ruby? I guess we have do have Ruby. Late OP, late viewer. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is go install Airbnb, but I think I don't have anything. I have to turn this version. Have this Postgres. I have Postgres. The only thing that's missing is Rails. So I guess I should install Rails, and this is not going to be. This is going to be boring as shit. But in the meanwhile, are you getting some noise in the background because there's a bunch of coming from here? But oh, so Ruby is present. So Airbnb list versions. In Airbnb we have this thing called versions, and we don't have any version installed. Airbnb install 3.0.0. I'm going to install the latest Ruby version because why not? But in the meantime, that now that it's getting installed, what I can discuss right now is how authentication actually works. So what happens is when you enter your email ID or your name and a password, what really happens in the background is we send this data to the server. What the server does is checks in the database whether this email ID has this password. Now we don't actually store the password, although some idiotic companies do store the password in clear plain text. What we actually do is we hash this password and then we store this hashed password. So what hashing basically means is we take the password and we crumble it up so that you can't really figure out what the actual password was. And then what you do is once you receive a login request with the email ID and the password, you hash the password that the user has sent. In the hash, what happens is for the same input, you get the same output. So now you search for the email ID in the database and then find out the hashed password, and then you use the same hash password that the user has sent, and then you try to match them. If they actually match, what you need to do now is basically log in the user. Now how do we log in the user? So there are multiple ways. Actually there's one way. There's this thing called cookie or a session. You can have whatever. So in the session, what we do is we store the user's user ID or some key. So let's say there's a key called user ID, so we just store the user's ID there. So now whenever they make a request, we can fetch whoever the user is, and then based on that, what we can actually do is give them proper roles and access and whatever, right? So this is how authentication works. um, Hello. So this is how authentication works. Now the other thing that we need to find out is uh, how do these things change, let's say for a passwordless login, right? So in passwordless login, what we do is whenever the user is trying to log in, we create a new token, and this token will be a complete random big long string, and then we send it to their email ID. So now if they have access to that email ID, they click on a link which contains that token. When they click on the link in the database, we find out what the user's data was, what the user's email ID was, and the token that we have received in that email ID. And then based on that, we can figure out whether the user is a genuine user or not, and then we can simply set their session value. So this is basically how magic links work. I actually want to implement it today as well, but I don't think I'll be able to install Ruby in the meantime. But what I can do is, can I do it in Node? I can. But I don't have a Node here. Do I? I do have Node. So I'll be like mkdir magical td magical, and now I open the Sublime Text over. Yeah, now I open this Sublime Text over here. Do I have yarn? Yes, I do. So I can do yarn in it. Yeah, fine. And then I can just add yarn, add, what is that server's name? Express? Yes. I should just find out how Express works. I don't know how Express works. It's not HTTPS. Okay, it's just Express. Now that the Express server is there, what I can do is I can just touch index.js, right? And what else can Ruby installing? Let's just go and see this index.js file. So I'll make sure that the font is big, and now how do I move forward with this? I don't know. Getting started, installing. I've done the installation. Hello world. So I guess this is the hello world. Quote 3000. Can't use 3000 because 3000 OBS is running. Yarn. Not. No, that is not a command. Why is it not a command? Sorry. Package.json. Add commands. I've done the npm init. Scripts, I believe, is start. What I'll do is I'll do index.js. Yarn start. So the app is now running at port 4000. So I can just go to here, local 4000, and it says hello world. Very good. Now that the app is running, let's just say that there is another route here which can only be opened, which can only be accessed, sorry, when you are actually logged in, right? So to do that, first I will need to change my tab size, indent using spaces, and tab width to 3 and spaces. What I look tab size to 2 and transfer 4. Yeah, I open it. What the hell? I did not actually change the value. So yep, it. Um. So now we can just be like, this is a secret path which only people with login details can access. I can just start the server because that's how bad this thing is. Go to secret. This is a secret path which only people with login details can access, but that's not true right now. And why is it not true right now? Because we are able to access it without the login details. Now I'm going to create the world's worst authentication system, which nobody should ever use, but it's just for demonstration purpose. And I only have one concurrent viewer, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem. Basically, I don't think people will be using it, so I can just go nuts here. But what it how do we do that is basically figure out first express.js cookie or session middleware. Okay. Now how do I find that out, and why do I know that I need a special this thing is because I think I have worked with Express before and I did not find it. So it is purposefully not designed for production environment, and it will leak memory under does not scale past a single process and is meant for debugging and development, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So this code is not supposed to be used the way I am, but const session is equal to fire press session. Okay, so it should work right now. It does work. And how do I use the session? So what I'm going to do is just like session. I don't know how to use it actually. Okay, so first why is it not telling me how do I use it? So this is how I basically request dot session dot so I have, if I have it, I can be request session dot use plus equals 1, else session dot use. Okay, and what I have to either show over here is the number of times you opened on the root URL request.session. Okay, and go back, I refresh, will not work right now, so I need to do this, I refresh, and then there's an error. Can't read property views of undefined, and you know why I can't read that property? Because I don't know. Express session middleware, I don't know how to actually install this shit. I think I need to do app.use session. मेरी जिंदगी सवारी मुझको गले लगा के बैठा दिया फलक पे उठा के. Secret. It's working now. Why does it say error? Because no, it's not. Undefined save uninitialized blah blah blah. Undefined option, provide resave option. So I just need this as well, and I believe now it should work without any error. It did. Now I'll open the secret. This is undefined. Why? Oh, one setting. So sessions are working, right? Now what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to define all my users here like this. So my users have, let's say, an email ID, and their email ID corresponds to a certain what? Let's say our users have an email ID, and then their email ID have what? Let's say I'm just storing a token. Okay, so for now we'll be like null, and then there's another, not null, we have undefined that. Let's say the current token is NA. Okay, let's say we have two users, one is asset.b.n and then one is asset. And then both have no tokens set, right? So now that we know that sessions are working, we can just get it removed, and what we have to do is set some authentication. Now how do we do that? Sorry. Three viewers, yay! Yay! Hi Digvijay, what's up, man? Okay, this is index.js, and what it does is I don't know what it does. Redirect. Okay, session.error. Okay, redirect. Res.send. Blah. Ready? Um, Express.js bad request. Does anybody know how to how to respond with a bad request in Express.js? Response.status. Is that so? Okay. So what I'm going to do is if request.session.user, uh, if it is present, only in that case, what we'll do is we'll show else rest dot and status 401 and unauthor. And now it says unauthorized because I haven't logged in yet. So in the root URL itself, is there a way for me to find the path of the query? Express. I'm really bad at Express. I don't know how Express works, so just bear with me, please. Express get query string. So I believe this is how I set the query string. It says undefined because it's, and then if I set token here, this it shows up there. I am an Express Pro. Lol. JK. Why JK? Why can't you be? I'm an Express Pro. Anyway, so now that we have the token over here, what I'm going to do is be like app.get login request response. Now let's say I get an email here, const email. Can I use const email? Request dot query. I don't want to build forms and everything, so I'm just using query everywhere. Emails. Now whatever the email is, I need to generate a JWT token out of it. So how do I generate a JWT? Node.js. Okay. Token. Yarn add JSON web token. Can be like const JWT require JWT. Then authenticating a token is fine, but how do I generate a token? Require Yeah, so I just need to have like a token secret, which for now I'll be like token secret is equal as consistent as you with streaming. I'm not consistent, Digvijay. Like last week I did not stream. I think next week also I won't be able to stream, but I'm going to record a video and just premiere it next week. Let's see how that works. But anyway, now that I have token secret, how do I generate a token? Yeah, this is how I generate token. So jwt.sign. So if users has the email, okay, this is JavaScript. I keep forgetting I need braces. But if user email exists, so I'll be like const user email, and what I'm going to do is I'll be like jwt dot sign with the user, sign with the email, sorry, and then no. So what I'll do is I'll just create two tokens over here. That's what I should do. One token, and this is the other. Okay. Now I have two tokens. So if I have the user token, I can just be like user token, user token. I could have used a simple email ID as well for generating this, but why should I? Right. So this is a username over here. Then there's a secret, I guess. Yeah, token secret that I have to put in, put in, put in, put in, put in, and then there's an expires in. Expires 1800 seconds. How much is 1800 seconds? But before moving forward, I want to test this out. So I'll be like here, I've taken this information, user token, this, and then I already have a token secret. So if I be like jwt sign, there's an error. And what is the error? There's an invalid expires in. Okay, bye. 100 seconds. npmjs.org package JSON web token. Is that correct? Synchronous sign in with whatever. Okay, so I can just sign in without any expires in, right? So what I'll do is I'll just do this, and then there's a sign signature that is coming. Ji tussi sacha pussycat, ullu da patta hotel spoiled bread, using karta rehta dunu chat. Okay, so expires in, I need to just enter a number over here. 16 to, let's say, 30. Okay. So if I want to put expires in, I need to make sure that this uh, payload is an object and nothing else, and not something else. So what I'm going to do over here is I'll just be like token and email, and then I can just have 30 into 60. Save it for now. Yeah. So this thing should work for 30 minutes, right? And let's say I store this in variable called a, and now that I have that a, I just need to verify. So I want to verify the token, so I need to do something like this. And now in the get, what I'm going to do is like this. So this will be the token, const token is equal to this. If we have a token, bunch of things. If we have a token, we can just be like token and then the token secret. Now if error, then do nothing else. If we have a token, if there's an error, just send hello world and don't enter anything. If there is not an error, just be like visit the secret link, because basically worked well, and then we can remove this, right? So now this is how basically a JWT token works. Now what happens is when we send a link to a user to log in, they click on that link, and that link contains this token in the query parameters. That page opens up, we use that token, and then we figure out what the email ID is, what the token that we've sent is, and what are the secrets and what are not secrets. Bunch of things, and every time that we send, we should make sure that we change this. All right. So, and the secret is supposed to be something which is very secretive, so that no one can guess it, and poof. Now this is not an ideal implementation. It's not production ready or productionable. So make sure that this is just for understanding. Like, this is not, please do not go ahead and implement it like this. You will just open yourself to a bunch of attacks. But anyway, now that we have these things in place, I need to make sure that I also now that I have decoded over here, decoded dot dk secret link, dk will be decoded dot t plus em decoded dot. Now that we have these things, what I haven't done is added it to, let's say, what have I not Oops. Const token is equal to this dot send, open the link, http localhost port 4000, and then token is equal to plus token here. So now we have this link, and then we go here and we open this link, and it says this is your secret, this is your blah blah blah. But if I go and open, let's say, another thing, which is localhost port 4000 and then secret, it still says unauthorized, right? Because we haven't logged the user in. I am not going to. Where are you making a dApp on stream, sir? I don't know how to make a dApp, Digvijay, but you bring me 5 people, I'll make a dApp. And am I going to integrate email? I think it's a fairly simple thing. I'm just trying to explain how the concept of this works. So what happens is, once you get an email, you get an email of something like this, and then once you click on it, you open this page. Basically, once you click, that is what happens is you open this page, and when the page opens up, you are supposed to set the session for the and set the session. You'll be like decoded.em. This is the user that we're going to use. Refresh this. Now what we're going to do is open this page again. This time we get a different token. So every time we're getting a different token, what we'll do is we'll copy this token and paste this. Basically, it's equivalent of clicking the button, and once the button clicks, it says visit the secret link, and then it is giving us some bunch of information that we had asked. So now that I have done the sessions thing, now that I was showing that this is unauthorized, if I refresh now, it should tell me that you're authorized as fuck. Voila. Now the only thing that happens is, instead of getting this on a page like this, once you enter your email ID, we use this and then we send this via email. Unfortunately, I don't have time. So I'm not going to do that today, but if you're watching this afterwards, or even during the live stream, there are 2 people only though. If you want me to integrate the email, as Digvijay is asking, DSR is asking, if you're interested in that, please leave a comment, please, and I'll do that. But anyway, thank you so much for everyone who hung out. There have always been like 3 2 3 2 1 2 3 2. Shout out to Digvijay for coming in during every stream, and Mia and Bharti obviously. But thank you so much for everyone who was there. I started the stream today at 4 because I got late. I might not stream next week, but I will try my best to upload a video during that time, so that I don't know why. Actually, what will happen is nothing, but I will still upload. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to finish the stream now. I don't know if you are seeing this, but if you have any question, please put it in the comments. I'll probably wait for a few more seconds. बढ़िया था. Thanks, DSR. I'm gonna end the session now. Thank you so much.